Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this tutorial, which is using BlueStacks to create an auto farm. Automated items, not necessarily only farming. So the first thing I wanted to touch base on here is using macros. Macros are the term used for screen clickers within Windows or whatever operating system you're using. Starting simple and working our way up, I wanted to show you how to create a macro to do monster attacks. This can be very, very handy when you can only attack one monster at a time, i.e. on your main account, or if you're doing a kill event whereby you have to kill the monsters, which can be very, very long and very, very arduous. So I've opened BlueStacks and I've loaded up my main account. And I want to draw your attention to this little button here, a macro recorder. So pressing it, it loads up this BlueStacks macro recorder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start, and I'm going to set from there, and you'll get the hang of it as we go along. So if I press record macro, you see at the top here, it's now recording. It's a dumb recorder. It only records your screen clicks, nothing else. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to press the radar. I'm going to choose monster. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap this because I want to get everything set up the way I want it set up. So I'm going to delete that and close it. So I'm going to go to level 28 because they're the monsters I'm currently hitting. And I'm going to minimize that. So what we're doing here is we're making certain assumptions. So the assumption is that when the macro plays, you're on the map screen. When the macro plays, you've got your army ready, it's home. You've got your setup or your build that you need, which could potentially be created in a macro and played. Just to confirm, yes, I do my max fleet with my monster attack speeds. So in this case as well, that I'm on monster level 28. So we'll just search for that guy, which sets it in. Perfect. So let's have a look. Yes, we're on monster 28. So this macro, let's go ahead and record a new macro. So I'm going to press the radar. I'm going to press go. We're going to press the monster and we're going to press it again. And we're going to attack. We're going to choose your setup, which I'm going to pause the macro here and choose and create my setup. So my setup is pretty much one of every item except for snipers and laser cannons. Notice I've paused the macro here just while I set my layup. Alright, so I'm going to go back there. I'm going to give me 0, 0, 0. Okay, so that's that setup done. We're going to save it. I always use the same slot, so I've saved it to that one. We're going to resume the macro. We're going to choose that slot, and then we're going to set out. That's it. We're going to stop the macro there. Then we're going to call this. So I press the little icon there, the little pen icon. We're going to call this main hyphen hit hyphen monster. That's fine. And then what we're going to do is, so that will only hit the one monster. So we want to change that. So we want to go over to this little cog over here. I'm going to press a little cog. How many times do I want to repeat it? Well, normally you'll want to repeat it 10 times or 50 times or whatever. And you can change this part as many times you want. This here is intervals between executions. So how long do we want to wait between executions? So if you press it and it's 30 seconds there and it's 30 seconds back, then that's 1 minute. However, if it's 35 seconds there, 35 seconds back, and you choose 1 minute, you'll miss it. You'll send, and you'll miss the next monster. It'll send with a really low number of troops. So what we're going to do is we're going to set that to 2 minutes, and we're just going to press save. Now I'm going to close that, and my monster's almost back, or my weapons are almost back, my troops, and we're just going to play this now and just watch. We're just going to play that and watch it. So all that does is play back the clicks that I chose. So we're going to press that, it's automatically going to attack it. Now it doesn't matter whereabouts your mouse is here, it will automatically do it. One moment guys, phone's ringing. Sorry about that little impromptu phone call. So I turned off the recorder just to show you it in operation, no use in it running while the thing is off. So it did one and it came back and then I stopped it. So let's do another one. So when you open the monster, you press go, it presses go, and then you have to click the monster twice because sometimes it loads up on the first time, sometimes it doesn't. So that's the reason you press it twice. Press the attack. Choose your layout, which is already preset now for us. I should have chose one of the biochemical zombies as well, which I didn't. So while that's doing, we have a minute to set it, but you need all your army back. So leave it, and that's where you end up re-recording a lot of granular stuff. You can see there it's been successful twice. So once you know that that works, you can save that and you can add it to other things then as well. You could add that to just a general setup for your monsters, and you can chain them all together. Now, important to remember, I've set it to 2 minutes. So if you notice that one of your monsters is further away than 2 minutes, you need to change that. Now, with the current speed that I have, I think 2 minutes is about right. I don't think it will go over the 2 minutes. So that's that done, and that's on its way back. And I haven't touched it at all now, and that's all automated. But the thing is to remember with macros is they're very, very stupid things. They don't have any sense. You can't just say a level 28 monster. You have to preset that, and then it doesn't know whether it's hitting level 28 or not. So that can, if one of the sequences goes out a little bit, or if you're in this window, for example, when you click it, it won't work because it is assuming that you're on the main screen because it's only a click by click option. So that's back. We're not going to press anything, and I'm just going to demonstrate it doing again for you. So now we wait. This is where I should make some small talk or tell you some facts or something, but no, I won't. No, I really won't. So it should be, yeah, there we go. And again, I still haven't clicked anything. You can see my mouse hasn't moved. And that's that. That's the automated setup. That comes in really, really handy if you're in an elite or a strongest commander event, that you can just pop off like 10 or 20 fuel packs and then get your monster hits up to 200 or 300 potentially in a day, and you can go away from the computer and just leave that running, and that'll do for you. Alright, that's that tutorial. I'm going to make another one on farming, and we'll come back in a minute. Well, see you in the next video.